start making some drawings or one drawing. I don't know. I don't know. But let's give it a start with what we've drawn so far. The shoe multiplier. So how does the shoe multiplier walk? And should I draw something else? I don't know. Maybe I should draw a something that says walk forward as normal. I don't. Is that necessary? I don't know if that's necessary because um I don't know. Does is this self-explanatory what this does? Like it's just meant to be like like just shoes where you. I think I got to add the walk forward as normal. Shoe markipliers. I'm gonna rip your eyes out. My thorium fentanyl reactor is melting down, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh man, that sucks. Um, walk forward as normal. Sometimes grammar just it doesn't come naturally. It's like walk forward as normal. I think that's grammatically correct. I think that like makes sense, but like I don't know. It's like I don't know. I'm asexual to the grammar right now. I don't know. I don't know if it's attractive or not. Joke's on you. I've got 4 eyes. All right. All right, man. All right, man. Quit flexing your genetic mutations. Are you a car guy? I know you might be somewhat of a plane guy. Not really. I don't really I'm not really that I don't have that type of autism. I know that some people like trains, some people like planes. Some people know every single plane that exists. Um, you know, some people know all the cars. If some people like know how to disassemble a car from first, well, maybe not first principles, but they know everything that's in a car. It's not me. That's not me. That's not my type of engineering. My type of engineering is like I don't know. I like shit. I don't know what my type. I like well, I like building stuff that's never existed before. That's what I like doing. Um, but yeah, suggest things I should draw. We should let's get a move on here. Let's get we're not getting paid by the hour here. Come on, we gotta get this moving. We gotta get the grub going. People are starving here. People are starving here. What are we doing here? What do we draw? Come on. Let's get some ideas. If I don't hear some ideas, I'm gonna have to start executing you guys. What if instead of her a shoe Cinderella dropped her plug? Would you go? Oh my, you dirty bastard! Asexual for grammar is amazing. Yeah, I'm trying to go. What's this? That's that Southern guy's name. Theo Vaughn. I'm a flex at cybernetic enhancements all day. What's your flavor of autism? Mine's Cessnas. This is my flavor of autism. That guy right there. That type of anyway. I totally got that. Mine don't make restarted multiplier 10 times. What are you talking about? Draw a cat with wings. Okay. Okay. Cat with wings. Jeez. The problem with cats, I don't know how to draw cats very well. That's one thing I'm bad at. Actually, one thing I'm bad at is drawing animals just because I never draw them. I know how to draw my stuff because I draw them a lot. But animals, man, I never draw them, so they just look ugly. They look like kind of like medieval peasants medieval scribes drawing babies. That's my type of cat. With the exception of maybe some sort of birds, any type of mammal, mammals, man. Don't ask me to draw a mammal. It's crazy because some people, man, some people can draw animals like insanely well. Like I look at them, like they aren't even artists. Like they just do it on the side. You know, they just I'm gonna draw a cat really quick, and it's like the most beautiful drawing I've ever seen. And they don't even do art. They you know they just it's like a tiny sketch, like a tiny little sketch. They just draw it on a whiteboard. I'm like, what? How did you get this? Like I think some people just genetically they can draw. They have like a grasp of aesthetics that's like insane. And it's not like it's even complicated. It's just like the shapes are perfect. Like for this, the shapes are all off, man. The shapes of this cat are like completely off. Look at that. Look at that guy. Like you look that's a face not even a mother could love. Look at that dumb ugly cat face. Um anyway, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave it there. Do you just do animals? No, man. I do. I do mostly my little Gustav characters. What should I draw next? What should I draw next? Suggest things to draw. This is what I'm good at. I'm good at drawing. I'm good at drawing these bastards. Look at that. The elusive idea bladder, which sporadically pops out in and out of the fourth dimension. Anyway, gnome duplicator. Gnome duplicator. It's just gonna be like a sword. And the assumption for the gnome duplicator that you suggested is that gnomes multiply by, gosh, what is it called? Gnomes multiply asexually. That's going to be the assumption behind the drawing you suggested. And the reason why it works, why does it work? The first principle here is that if you cut a gnome in half with your little cutlass, is this a cheese knife? I don't know. Or this isn't even a real knife. If you cut the gnome in half, you're going to get 2 gnomes. You cut those gnomes in half, you get 3 gnomes. Now you got a real problem. Now they're angry that you cut them in half, and there's more gnomes in the world. That's the weirdest lore ever. Like, how does a culture just like come up with gnomes? Gnomes and goblins. Like it's like, bro, what are you guys doing? Like I think the Greeks came up with the idea of fairies or something, and I can kind of understand that because like look at bugs, right? Bugs are just bugs are like fairies, right? Like a firefly or like little dragonflies in the distance. I could see where they got the idea of a fairy from, but gnomes, man, like there's these tiny little homeless people in the forest, like. Oh, okay, man. Like, I don't know, man. What are the what's going on up in Sweden, man? What are the Norwegians doing? We gotta check their drinking water supply, man. All right. So the gnome duplicator. What is it called? When a if you cut an organism in half, mitosis, mitosis, right? Cellular mitosis. That's when 2 cells turn into gnome duplicator. Okay, this is gonna be great. Watch this. This is gonna be great. I think it's mitosis. Let me know. Let me know if I'm getting it completely wrong here, because if I recall correctly, gnomes multiply by mitosis, but cells do too. I might be using the wrong word there. But gnome, how do you spell duplicator? Duplicator, duplicator. The best thing about my brain is that there's like auto spell check. I did a pip install of the spell check update. Shit. See? It just told me that the spelling is wrong. Deplicator. Okay, we're gonna keep powering through this. I'm not gonna correct this. I'm calling it a deplicator now. It would be I, so I'm gonna make it a U. No, deplacator. Okay. I think we're just messing. Well, we're screwing around here. This is stupid. Depla because placate is different, so it's not exactly the same. Deplacate. To deplicate, I think, is a different word. So it would be funny if it's like instead of duplicate, it's anyway, whatever. You guys, see, we talked in the beginning of the video. What's my flavor of autism? That's my flavor of autism. K T O R. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, guys. I gotta hold the phone, but the paper, it's fighting me. If I hold it there, it's gonna fly away, and we're all gonna have a bad time. Note. Remember, you gotta add a community notes, or else no one knows what's going on. Note. Gnomes. Reproduce by mitosis. I think it's mitosis. I think it's mitosis. All right. That's the stupidest thing ever. All right. Do you just do animals? I came from Brazil. Bro, you are a sick freak. Just make sure you said good ideas drawing, right? Goblin machine. Goblin machine. How would that even look? Oh man. I can't think of it. I'm gonna have to go with only the things that I come up with instantly. Human eating toes. You guys, bro, what's going? You guys are freaks. Anomalies. It's gross. Stop commenting. Demon Slayer. Pennywise. Roblox carrier. That cat starving. Do you just do animals? You should see the cat. Michael Jackson. Patrick Starr. What? Bro, they put in viruses. They put in viruses in your computer. Not computer viruses. Human viruses. You guys be it tweaking off that YouTube virus pack. All right. I think yeah, we gotta add a little detail here. We got a little detail. Oh wait, the little cat there. Yeah. Okay. Crack kitty, goblin, Robloxian. Bro, what does a goblin machine do? Can you do a helmet? What would a helmet? Okay, we'll do a helmet. Helmet. What should the helmet be? Helmet. Oh, jeez. Helmet. What's funny with the helmet? What does the helmet do? The helmet, what does it have on it? It has got to have something weird, something quirky, something that makes you say, wow, something that brings some light in your life. What would the helmet have? Oh, dude, you guys have no idea. You guys have no idea what's about to happen. Your life is about to change forever with what you're about to see. I can't claim legal responsibility for the emotional reaction you're going to have to this. So please sit down before you see what's about to happen, because this is going to be insane. This is going to be, you guys have no idea. I don't think you guys have ever seen what's about to happen here. Okay. Dude, I don't even know if I should draw this. Man. Bro, YouTube is going to demonetize me for what I'm about to draw here. What's about to happen with this helmet? Dude, oh my gosh, man. I don't even know, man. This is, bro, I'm shaking. I feel nauseous right now. I feel nauseous. I feel like I'm about to vomit, man. You guys, this is too much. Oh, oh shoot, I'm out of ink. Am I? No, I'm not out of ink. Okay. Okay, as you can see, what's so special about this helmet? This helmet has a hat on top of it. First of its class, first of its kind. And right after this live stream, I'm gonna patent this. So hopefully no one decides to steal my idea while I'm vulnerable, while I'm in this live stream in this vulnerable state. Um, I don't even. That doesn't. It's missing something though. It's missing something. I don't know what it's missing. Um, gosh, I don't know. What could it be missing? Oh no. What is it missing? What is it missing? It's missing. See, you know what they say? Too much of a good thing is an even better thing. Too much of a good thing is the best thing. Yeah, look at this. You know what? Sometimes sometimes you just need a hat sandwich. I got to draw a person because no one really will understand. It's not that no one will understand. It's just it's not going to be as powerful. It's not going to be as powerful if there's not some stupid person with a little mustache, little caterpillar mustache. Dude, this is actually pretty sick. I don't know, man. This is you know, this is this is this is why we do what we do. We do what we do for days like these. When you have someone with a helmet hat on his head. Shoot, there needs to be like how does a helmet even work? It's got like some rivets and I don't know. Not really rivets, but actually are they rivets? I don't know. We just got to draw like some yeah, so you just know it's made out of metal, you know? A little more over there. Okay, I think we're good. I think that's pretty good. All right. All right, what else do we draw? What else do we draw? Crackhead. Man, bear, pig. I don't even know man, bear, pig. The bear part of it, I don't know. The man part of it, I could see. We'll compromise. I'm just gonna draw a pig, standing on its legs. We're gonna compromise here. A little pig. Um, the thing with a pig and a cow. And I got to look at Gary Larson and how he does it. But the way I draw pig noses, it's the same way I draw like a cow nose, which I don't think is actually right. But pigs are actually pretty nice to draw. Pigs are pretty nice to draw, with the exception of the feet, because the feet are a little difficult. The feet in any animal are difficult, but if you know the secret, of how the okay, that look that's actually kind of funny. I like that. If you know the secret of how animal legs work, the world is yours. You start getting invited to different, secret organizations. You start looking behind the curtain and seeing basically, how nations and governments worldwide are run. Once you understand the, kind of the architecture of how how four-legged animals, operate, basically, your world, it never really is the same. So, if you don't want your world to change like literally forever, I highly recommend you just like log off of this live stream, because what I'm about to share with you is it might be one of the most important pieces of information you'll ever see in your life. So, okay, here's how it works. Actually, let me see here. This is actually kind of complicated. How do I? Because I want to make him like kind of cross-legged. Is it a him or a she? I don't know. That's the thing with animals. Animals are kind of gendered. Like, you don't really consider cats to be men. They're like it's more of a female gendered thing. But pigs, what are pigs? I feel like that's more male, but like but then you got Peppa Pig. So maybe like, is it kind of female coded? I don't know. I don't know. It's complicated. Anyway, the way you draw animal legs is there's like three different joints. It's like you're drawing three legs at the same time. So I think, and maybe I'm wrong here. I think it's like that. Like you got like a big old like the fat part, and then you got like a little part over there, and then you got the little hoof part. So if you do that and you do that, I think that's like how you draw animal legs. It's pretty. If you do it a lot, it gets easier, I think. But I don't know. Animals like that are where it's like the lumpiness and like the stupidity of it, the fatness of a pig. It's funny. So that actually works in your favor. But if you're drawing a cat, the lumpiness and the weird misshapenness makes it look really stupid. With a pig, though, it adds character. Like you want to be this pig's friend, you know. Should it be sitting on something? I don't know. This is, uh, I don't know. It looks like he's like leaning. I didn't draw the center of mass properly, unless I draw like a big fat thing on the side over here. But that's a risk. Should we do that? No, it's still leaned. It's still like, oh man, I can't really tell. I could always white it out later. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, here. We're just gonna, yeah. Okay. I think, yeah, whatever. That'll do. It's good enough for government work. Good enough for government work. The CIA is paying me to make these for reasons beyond my comprehension, but apparently it's doing something to destabilize countries and whatnot. But anyway, I don't don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If the CIA is paying you, you're doing something right. Maybe or wrong. I don't know. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I think. All right, shit. We got some good people here. We got like 100 people. Jeez. So I got to keep going. I wanted to make only like one of these. I literally wanted to. What is that? Oh, that's my book. By the way, my pre-orders on my book are shoot. Oh man, these are all templates for my book. So if you like these, oh shoot, gosh, these are all my templates. These are all my damn templates. Gosh, okay, I gotta find. All right, we're using the no. I gotta get another piece of paper. All right, but yeah, what do you guys want me to draw? We're gonna draw some more stuff. Jump scare. It's a face jump scare. Let's see here. Football helmet. No more helmets. No, we drew literally the best helmet to ever exist. So we can't top it off. So we're not going to do another helmet, unfortunately. All right. Hi, draw King Von football helmet duplicator. That could work. Gnome department, draw a small librarian, minuscule. What does a librarian even look like? That's the thing. Like you gotta draw very, very small. Human eating toes. Mitosis. Oh geez, did I spell mitosis wrong? Dang it. NyQuil chicken video. I think. Oh yeah. YouTube deleted my NyQuil chicken video. 10 verses having a war. Football. What the hell? Why is everyone doing football? Jeez. Fine. I'll draw your football. Everyone wants to draw me to draw football. What, bro? What's with the freaking football, fellas? I don't know, man. Here's the thing with football. Here's what I don't understand. Like, what's the big deal with football, man? It's literally just like the same game. Like it's the same thing that happens every single game, like for decades, and decades and decades and decades and years and eons and centuries. The same game happens, the same game with the same players and the same outcomes. Someone wins, someone loses. I I don't know, I don't know. I feel like football would be fun if like crazy things happened, if like the rules changed or like they brought like guns out on the field. Like I would watch football if like I didn't know what was gonna happen. Like, dude, if it was like the gladiator games, man, if it was a gladiator games, that would be cool. That would be cool. But America, for some reason, America's just not cool enough for that. Like they're, we gotta we play the same sport over and over again. It's like I don't know, man. Um, so it's as if we're in like late stage Byzantium. I mean, that's kind of what happened in the Byzantine Empire, which is crazy. Like the Byzantine Empire, as like Rome fell, and as like the Roman civilization collapsed, they literally had like basically like our football, but it was like chariot racing. And it got to the point where like you literally had gangs in society based on like sports teams. Like people wore colors like the reds or no, like the blues and the greens. And it's hilarious because these sports teams ended up like I think they ended up like leading to like wars in the society or something, or like civil wars and stuff. Um, anyway, yeah, a truck. A truck. You guys want me to draw a truck? Um, what's with the librarian, man? I don't even know I don't even know who a librarian is. I haven't seen a librarian in a very long time, bro. It's interesting though. How are libraries still like in business? How are they like a huge? How do they still have like all their funding? Because I think they kind of with the dawn of the internet, they kind of changed their modus operandi, their mo, right? Um, they started like renting out audio tapes and movies and other things. Um, but like with the internet, you could say, well, now the library has no purpose. But one of my friends in college, he made me change my view on this. He said that um, the perp basically his thesis is the purpose of a library isn't like the books there. It's the librarians, the people who work at the library. Why do they work at the library? Unless they're like they have dire straits or something. They just they need it to like just make a living, and that's what the job they got. Some of these librarians do it because they're really passionate about it, and and especially if you're in a library for like certain subject matter, like in a university, the librarians are probably going to know really well like what books you should be reading and all that other stuff. Um, so so libraries are good because they're like a good resource to like have someone who has good taste and a good idea of subject matter to tell you, um, you know, kind of, hey, what book should I read on the Roman Empire? And then he's going to be like, well, actually, you should read this book because it's blah 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 blah. And you could say, well, we have Chat GPT for that. It's like I think there's always going to be a place for like people because AI can't feel, it can't experience the world, it can't see the totality of stuff, right? It can't see a picture. It can't see the full picture. It can kind of guess at like it's autocorrect. That's what AI is. You could say, well, AI is sentient. It's like no, AI is autocorrect. Is autocorrect useful? Yes. Can autocorrect write a book for you? I mean, maybe, but like, what's the book gonna be about? It's gonna be like it's kind of going to turn into nonsense, or it's not going to be very important. I would say. So I mean, I don't know. Like AI is a little overblown, but it's also an important thing, which is why librarians will be important, or I think will continue to be important, as well as other people whose job is to give taste, right? Their job is they know the subject matter, they know what's good, and you know you reach out to them because they're well aligned people. That's I guess how I would say it. Anyway, we go on a little philosophical. All right, we're gonna. Jeez. Okay. BBC, dude. Some of these guys are just saying the most unhinged, bizarre stuff. Okay, maybe we got like two more in me. I got like two more in me. Is Gur number one here? What are you talking about? Cat made of bread? Oh gosh, man, what's with the cats? Okay, speaking of cats, you probably have Toxoplasma gondii. If you like love cats and if you're like obsessed with them, there's a very high chance that you have you have this brain parasite called Toxoplasma gondii, which it's you say, oh my gosh, it's a brain parasite. Oh no, it's like okay, it's not really that bad, but it does lead to like weird kind of changes, like weird kind of personality changes and stuff. Like, I think it adds to like risk taking behavior. But like I don't know, you know, if you're like super germophobic about that, it's like okay, well, it like this parasite is just basically like another type of bacteria. Like it's super small. But point is, being around cats um, can probably like make you exposed to this stuff. And I don't know, man. It's I would personally rather not have it. But it's kind of crazy though. It's kind of crazy. I think you can definitely tell who has this brain parasite just by like kind of their how they act and how they even I think by their political beliefs, which is kind of interesting. You know how they act in the world, and especially the big red flag is if they like cats, if they're like obsessed with cats, if they go full ancient Egyptian on cats, you know. Um, and these people, the cat files. Um, but it's it's funny that there's like an actual scientific reason some people are like obsessed to the point where like if you I feel like some people, if you told them that they probably have a brain parasite, they'd get upset at you and they'd say, how dare you, how dare you, I just love cats because they're so good. It's like no. It's because anyway. um Bro, what the heck? We gotta draw a tail. um okay, all right, there we go. Yeah, we go. Did that I think that works. Okay, yeah, I mean, sure. Sure, man. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, boss. Whatever you say. Whatever pays the bills. I don't know. What the heck is this, man? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? All right. Um Bread cats with butter hats. I don't even know how I draw a butter hat. Not you goose baby. Those dude talking time zones. Yes, I have it. It's not that bad. Bro, how did you find out that you have Toxoplasma gondii? Did you go to like a doctor or something? Draw the cat brain parasite. I don't even know what it looks like. Toxoplasmas cats. Have toxoplasmas because I love cats. I don't love cats because I got toxoplasmosis. I don't know about that, man. The crazy cat people have a reason. Yes, yes, exactly. Um, now I know what people mean by cats loafing. All right, we got to draw another one. What's another one? A bed. Should we draw a bed? My wife left me because I ate 19 pudding cups. A dog cat. Man, I don't even know how to draw a dog. So asking me to draw a dog cat would be interesting. All right, I didn't want to draw it, but I don't even. Man, this is just gonna be the stupidest drawing ever. A freaking dog cat looks like a rat already. Oh man, literally a dog cat is just a possum. You heard it here first. Um. Oh gosh, yeah. What man? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Okay. You know what? Here's the thing with my type of drawing. See, I'm just forgetting that what I was draw. I'm not even gonna. I'm abandoning the original prompt. What we're doing now is we're in fairy tale land here. We're just drawing whatever this is. See, that's the good thing with these prompts. They lead you. They open the door but it doesn't mean that you have to go through the door that you opened, or it opens the door, but sometimes like there's another door that anyway. Come up with your own come up with your own door metaphor or analogy at your own on your own time. But you guys understand what I'm saying. I hope. I hope, unless I have toxoplasmosis too. What the fuck is this? Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. This is my brain right now. This is my brain right now. Make it say meow. How do you say meow in Italian? Um, this is like meow in like Scandinavian or something. Mau. How does this go? Mau, mau. Is that like mau? I think something like that. That thing is horrific. All right. What else are we doing? What else are we doing? Just so you know, I'm going to go to the next one now. Just so you know, I'm just going to go to the next one now. What does that mean? By the way, you draw so good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, especially Mr. Pwiggles. Could you draw a game, an LS game, card game in a game, bro? What, bro? Is this like I got this is like dead internet theory. I took a blood test and I had antibodies for Toxoplasma gondii. Wow, dang. So you must have it bad. You must have the Toxoplasma bad then. Maybe like people have Toxoplasma at like different levels. Um, Dang, dude. Dang, they had to give you that blood test. You were like licking the cats. I don't know, I'm joking. Tow truck? Tow truck! Fucking tow truck! You sick freak. You are a sick freak. Tow truck. Tow truck. You sick freak. Oh, you. Oh, you sick. You bastard. Oh my gosh. Tow truck. You. Oh gosh. Oh, you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you one of these days, man. I'm gonna find you, and it's not gonna be good what happens to you. Oh my gosh, man. Tow truck. Oh, you freak. You freak. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with the word freak. I used to like hear it in like I used to hear it in whenever they'd have it in like some poorly written movie where it's like, "You freak. Get out of here, freak." Like like the stupid bully would say freak and whatever, and I'd be like, "Who uses the term freak?" Like that's the stupidest, like I've never ever heard someone unironically use that term. And then I was like, "Well, what would happen if I ironically started using the term freak?" Like then it becomes just like such a funny word. It's like using the word freak because there's so much connotation to it, right? Like like you're basically cosplaying as like a high school bully, right? And it's like you're basically saying I am a poorly written character. I'm a poorly written caricature, and I feel like that's really funny to do that. Anyway, tow truck. Fuck. Tow. Tow truck with the little dog cat saying "mow." Tow. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. You guys are great. You guys are great. These were great ideas. I don't know. Maybe we end it. Maybe we end it all right here, right now. Um, Tow truck. There we go. I used to do these live streams on Instagram, and they always like kind of plateaued. But I don't know. I think it was a good idea to move to YouTube because dang, dude, the algorithm actually. I don't know. Seems like the algorithm actually is likes live streams here. They don't really care for it on other platforms. Maybe TikTok. TikTok is good for live streams too. But anyway, TikTok is weird. The guy who drew the tow truck says TikTok is weird. YouTube better by far. Maybe we end it all as an insane thing you say. I mean, yeah. See, you get it. And that's why I say it, because I think anyway. You'd be a poorly written character if freak didn't become quite the popular word to describe the P Diddy types. Fair, but like you're saying like what you're basically saying is that um what you're saying is that words have only one meaning, right? But words have like so many meanings and it's contextual, right? Like I could say freak. If I said freak in like a different context, it would be like a horrible thing. Like imagine I said freak to a disabled person, like in front of their family. Imagine if that disabled person was like on their deathbed. Then I'd be like evil, right? Um, but if I say it like in this context, it's like very different. It's like the high school bully thing. Um, but if I say it like in the Diddy context, then it becomes like a meme word, right? And those are three very, very, very different words, right? Um, but I don't know, and it's like all words are like that. It's like to say that things like have just like a kind of one singular definition. Um, I don't know. Language is a little more complicated than that, and it's not to say like truth isn't real. It's just like the canvas of what language is it's malleable. It's malleable, and it's always changing. Like, why do we have so many languages, right? Like like language isn't magic. Well, language is it's magic to like human psyche and whatever. But anyway, that's a different thing. Um but it's not magic in terms of like where definitions are like these sacred things like in terms of just the words. Now, definition as in like something agnostic of language, where it's not about language, but it reveals a truth about reality. I think that's important, right? It's to say, oh, everything is relative, everything doesn't matter. It's like that's not true. What I think is a lot of people see that language has relative meaning, and they say that reality thus has relative meaning, but that's not true. Just because you can't define reality like objectively doesn't mean that objective reality doesn't exist. Um, and it does. I just think that it's very it's impossible for us to quantify perfectly objective reality. We can kind of point at it and like take guesses, but we can't say 100% that something is like a you know I don't know. It doesn't mean the truth isn't real. That's kind of my point. Pointing now, burn the paper. Burning the paper would be really funny, but I can't. I don't. Gosh, I don't think I've ever really thrown away any drawings. Honestly, there was a time where this old. And I've told this story a couple times, but this old oh gosh, substitute teacher took a comic book I was drawing in like fifth grade, and like I was it was in class and we was like in the middle of like a break or something, and I was like drawing it and she like got mad at me. She was like, or it might have been just like drawing on the side, and she like took it away, and I was like, and like the next day I went over and I said, hey, can I have my drawings back, please? And she was like, what? Or my comic. It was like literally like a 50-page comic book, like legit, that I made in fifth grade. And I think it was actually pretty good. Um, but yeah, she just like threw it away. She threw it in the garbage. I'm gonna get another piece of paper. Threw it in the garbage, man. But I don't know, man. Authority figures are, you should trust them. Authority figures, people with ethos, they always have your best interest in mind. You know, they would never take something you spent months on and like destroy it. You know, authority figures are people you can trust on everything. You just need quality and quantity to make sense. Everyone makes their own sense amount of quality, quantity, perception. Gustav, thoughts on doing another Riz video? Oh my gosh, man, that's a good idea. I like that. That's pretty good. I like that. At some point, I got to do that. Point to a little creature and describing only him as freak is peak comedy. By the way, thank you. You get it. You get it. You get what I'm going for here. All right, we got to draw something. Cheese, 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 cheese. Dude, actually, I came to a revelation today about cheese. And you could say, he came to a revelation. This is just a segue. It's like, no, I actually thought about this. Um, I think that the fact that European people, I think a lot of people globally can like metabolize cheese, but since European people especially can metabolize cheese like a lot more, I think it gave Europeans like a huge, huge advantage. Because like think about it. Think like cheese is like Soylent. It's like some Soylent like stupid thing you can just like eat at any time, and it gives you protein and it gives you fat, and I don't know if it gives you carbohydrates, but it's like super nutritious, right? Cheese is super nutritious. And it's like imagine if you're lactose intolerant, right? And all you can do is like eat rice, or you can eat like potatoes or whatever, something stupid, right? It's like you can eat that, but it's not going to be as nutritious as cheese. It's not going to taste as good. Anyway, and if you're trying to feed an entire army and you got a bunch of cheap cheese, you're going to be stronger than the army that can only survive off of like basic carbs. So I think I don't know. Cheese is definitely a huge buff for European people, um, which is I don't know. You say, why are you saying European people? It's like because those are the people who have like the least amount of lactose intolerance. Okay, well, you gotta you can't say that. It's like okay, um, the I don't even know. This is just we're just riffing here. We're just riffing here. Oh man, I don't know. Gosh, the uh the special. These live streams are actually pretty fun. I like them. We got to do more of them. I plan on doing one every day. One every day until one of three things happens. A, I die. B, they fall off. Um, or C, some secret third thing. But while they're fresh, we will continue to do these on a daily basis. The live streams will continue until morale improves. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Let's get maybe like a final idea. Maybe one or maybe two ideas. Um I don't like how is this cheese special? How is this cheese special? There's got to be we have to do something. We have to do something where this cheese is special. There's something inside of there. Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh, dude. You guys are gonna call me a bastard. You guys are gonna call me a freak. You guys are gonna call me a stupid freak. Oh gosh. Okay. What is he doing? What's that little organ floating above the cheese? What's going on? A little child is watching this with his or her family. It's on the TV. Daddy, what's that little thing floating above the cheese? Why is what makes the cheese special? What's going on, Daddy? Like, I don't know, son. It's I don't know. It's just watch the live stream. I'm sure this will be good and family friendly and wholesome. What he's about to draw. What he's about to draw is definitely something you should be watching at 12 years old, at freaking 8 years old. Okay, thanks, Dad. Thanks for watching this. I love watching the Gustav live streams. All right. Um. Oh, I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna phrase what this is. Uh, cheese, cheese. Yeah, yeah. Okay. real funny, real funny cheese guy. Um, okay, now that doesn't look like a heart. It's supposed to be a heart. I don't know. Um, made with love. Made with love. Okay, whatever. That's I think what I'm about to write is gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense, and if it doesn't, then make it make sense. Um, made with love. One. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I don't know why am I writing this? What are we doing here? What the hell are we doing here? This is your unemployed friend making these drawings on a Saturday night. Bro, no, if someone tattoos this on them, I'm gonna find you and I'm going to make what the cartel does to people seem like kindergarten glitter fun time. All right. Okay, okay. Dang, we increased the people watching number of people watching. Oh gosh, man. All right. I want to stop. I want to stop, man. We drew the freaking Mao. We drew the tow truck. We Spiglet. Is that racist? Would that be? Is this racist? It sounds like a racial slur. I just spewed it out. I don't know if it's a. I don't know if it's a racial slur. Is it, bro? You say enough random words, one of them is going to be a slur of some sort. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't heard of it. I haven't heard of that. So maybe I just canceled myself. Maybe it's all over. It's the cheese. Okay. Rat dressed up as Thor. I don't like Thor. I don't like the fact I liked the Norse myths. I liked reading about those, but the fact that they're now like a property of Marvel, I don't know, man. I don't really dig it. So I'm gonna draw a rat, but we got to figure out what makes this rat special. It can't be Thor. It can't be like a freaking Marvel movie um, franchise thing. Speaking of Marvel, I don't know about this. This is kind of a conspiracy. I don't really what do you call it? I don't really care for either side, but we have to entertain the possibility that this is legit. But apparently, Michael Jackson wanted to buy, and he had the money to do it. He wanted to buy like the intellectual rights for Marvel, and I think he could see that like CGI was going to be a big thing, and he knew that Marvel movies were going to be big. And then I think after this was like went public and like his intent was made manifest, and like he was gonna do the deal. He was gonna kind of try and buy Marvel the rights to those you know that IP. His doctor like overdoses him and he dies, and like no one considers that weird. Uh, you know, no one thinks it's weird that he dies right after challenging one of the biggest franchises to ever exist. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like the thing is, you could say, well, no, that's not possible at all. It's like, okay, if you start like threatening someone's livelihood, right? And not just like the livelihood of like 20, I make $20,000 a year as like a line cook, right? And if I lose this job, I'm going to lose my apartment, right? That sucks. But imagine someone could lose like literally like $100 billion, like an unfathomable amount of money, right? It's like imagine someone said, if I push this button, you're gonna lose, you're just gonna die. You're gonna die, or you're gonna lose all the money you'll ever own. You'll be like a slave for the rest of your life, you know. Um, you know, some people would do, pretty, and it's not even, they think money is that important, right? Um, but like imagine you're in that scenario where, oh, this person's gonna make a deal that's gonna make me lose like billions of dollars. I mean, what would you do? You know, are you just gonna, oh, okay, no, don't worry. We're gonna let, the free market ride out. We're gonna, it's his right to do with his money what he pleases. I'm gonna let you do whatever, right? It's like, okay. Like, have you not read history? Have you not read the fact that, like like kings all the time were like there were assassination attempts against people, and like things were violent in the past. Like it was all like a game of like extreme power for the throne, and like I don't know, man. It's like to think that power politics is now gone just because we live in the 20th century. It's like no, it's like the power politics is still there. It's just they're more clever at making us think that they don't exist. It's like, man, you still have court intrigues, you still have all this crazy stuff. It's just, it's not on the it's not in the news. Like, because why would reporters want people to know about this stuff? It's like, oh, that's a conspiracy. It's like, no, man. It's like, what do we want? We want to live in a society where everything, like, we can trust our institutions, right? That's what institutions want. They want you to trust in them. And if you start saying, like, well, actually, things are kind of chaotic, well, what's going to happen? Uh, like institutions lose authority and people trust them less, so they get less power. So there's like definitely institutional reasons why kind of the messier parts of how our systems work like are kind of kept under wraps. Um, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not saying any of this is like 100%. I don't know. Maybe, maybe Epstein, you know, maybe that just happened. Maybe maybe he just ended up there. Maybe he just like slept wrong, and then that's how he ended up hanging from his cell. Maybe just like the maybe the cameras they just went off because they just were out of battery, right? Um, that could be the case, and to be fair, it's probably the case. Epstein, he just probably like does that sometimes, and he just accidentally, he accidentally, he tied the rope a little too tight, you know, and I don't know, man. It's like I don't know. It's like the problem is the reason why this stuff is so unbelievable, why you don't want to admit, you don't want to feel like things aren't exactly how they're portrayed, is because like you have no experience of it. Like there's no empirical data telling you that things aren't exactly as they appear, right? Mike Wazowski, right? It's like if I go outside and the sky is red, I'm gonna be like, shit, the sky is red. But if someone tells me the sky is red, I'm gonna be like, no, the sky is blue. It's always been blue because I've always seen it as being blue, right? The thing is, the way that information is disseminated today is, through mass media, through news media, via television or articles and stuff, and they have a lot of power because they basically, people form their entire perception of reality around what journalists say. And if a journalist, or a company or many companies are deciding not to show a story, then for like most people, that reality doesn't exist. It might affect some local people, or maybe a victim of like something. Epstein's victims know what happened, right? But do most people know what happened? No. And will most people know what happened? Probably not, because sometimes things that you know contradict the status quo, the current power structure. Why would the current power structure tell you things that would dismantle the current power structure? It doesn't make sense. Um, I don't know. And then the problem is, like, this is all, I'm making just a rational argument here. The problem, like, do I feel like, there's some weird conspiracy? No, I feel like, oh, everything's fine, because everything I've seen doesn't point to anything weird happening. But it's not about what I see or what I feel. It's about, like, what's probably going on, and it's like, but the thing is, we are we gonna know, really kind of what's going on as a whole in our society? It's like, you could say, like, well, no, they're truthful, but it's like, okay, let's say they are truthful. They still have biases. And if you're biased, you're going to portray events in certain ways, right? And if you portray events in certain ways, then you're not going to have a very clear understanding, what's actually going on. It's like, this is why a lot of historians tell you, like, you can't, like, you need to look at, like, sources. Like, the only time you can, like, read sources objectively is, like, decades after the event happens. Because, like, then you're kind of more impartial. Like, during the Napoleonic times, like, everyone saw Napoleon as, like, kind of like Hitler. But, like, 200 years later, it's like, do people kind of view Napoleon as a villain? Not really. Like, they see him as just, like, some, like, oh, this is just some guy. It's like, some people don't even really don't even know what happened during those wars. And you could honestly say that I would make an argument that the Napoleonic Wars were probably like World War One. I would say that World War One is World War Two, and World War Two is World War Three, and the Napoleonic Wars were actually World War One. Because if you look at the scale of that conflict, it was literally like kind of like World War One level of, like, mass mobilization, a global scale, and I don't know, it was crazy. You should really read up on it. But the point is, I think when it comes to kind of trying to parse reality and trying to understand, like, what is true, I think you gotta treat journalists with skepticism. You gotta treat kind of, treat things that seem like simple on the surface as, like, maybe there's a little more going on here. Now, don't be, like, crazy and, like, just start doubting every single thing. So, like, oh, maybe, maybe the moon isn't real. Maybe it's like, okay, you can go way too far with this. But I think a healthy dose of, like, what are the power interests at play? And, this is kind of basic, just, basic kind of Marxist, like, like, critical theory, although I'm not a Marxist. But it's like, there's value in it, just don't blindly trust authority, and, like, realize that everyone is susceptible to this stuff. I don't know. I think that's about it. We did a lot of ranting, but I think that's about it. You use like a little too much. Yeah, because I'm drawing while coming up with an idea while talking, so it's not going to be very eloquent. Snake with a party hat before you go to bed. Okay, that'll be it. That'll be the last thing we draw. The last thing we draw before I end it. I end it publicly on this live in front of 37 people. What's a party hat do? It's got, like, does it have, like, a ribbon at the top, or is it just like a cone? I think it's just you could argue it's just a cone. Oh man, snakes. Oh man, see, typically I would only draw like worms. Actually, people started requesting me that I draw worms. Um, and I was like, okay, I'll draw the worms. But snakes, man, this is kind of uncharted. This is new territory. This is like maybe the next arc. I move away from worms and I start drawing snakes. Now the problem with snakes is how do you draw them? How do you do it? I don't know because with any animal there's a lot of subtlety. There's a lot of subtlety, and I don't think I'm quite capturing the subtlety of the snake here. But maybe I'll do some references. I'll look at some references. I'll come back. Coach, you can trust me. I'll study. I'll study next time. I'll do the plays. I'll put in the effort and practice. And by the next time we have one of these meetings, this little powwows here. Next practice, next game, I'll be ready. I won't let you down, coach. I won't let you down. What's this guy's name? Like Parnelius? Parnelius the party snake. I don't know. People don't like politics. People just like funny little snakes. But the thing is, when you come to the twisted world of Goosenov, you get both politics and silly creatures. It's just part and parcel of living in a society. You're gonna get a preachy lecture, and you're gonna get I don't know, you're gonna get a pig wearing a wig doing a jig. Anyway, oh man, we gotta let's look. I'm gonna cosplay as Ozymandias right now. You're gonna look at my works. You're gonna look at my works, ye mighty, and you're gonna despair. And then and then I'm gonna get canceled right after this live stream, and it'll all be over. You'll see the digital ruins of a of my account. Okay, so we got the shoe multipliers. We got the Rome duplicate. Supposed to be duplicate. Wait, duplicator. Why did I think there was an I in there? Duplicator, gnomes, mitosis. I think mitosis is right. I got to spell check that. There's a flying cat, ugly, the amazing hat, Spiglet. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's wrong. We got football with feet. We got defeat car. We got we got a freak. We got Mao. We got the tow truck. Bro, this was quite a live stream. This was quite a live stream. No, please don't tattoo these on yourself. The special cheese made with love. The rat, Mike Wazowski, or some analogous non-copyrighted character design. You have me. I wish I could read. And then you got Parnelius the party snake. It looks more like a worm, but I think we'll have to take it. We'll have to take it right now. Duplicator. Yeah. I was talking and I didn't realize what I wrote an E. I don't know why. I know how to write duplicate, but I wrote an E for some reason. And then we just had to run with it. I mean, that's what happens sometimes in life. Sometimes you got to take the mistake and you just got to send it. All right. QDraw WME. WME, what's a WME? I'm just a silly balloon animal. What? What's a WME? WMD. Oh gosh. Okay. You have a lot of passion, so maybe I do this. Maybe this is the last one. A WME, it's like kind of like a WMD, I'm thinking. WMD. What's a balloon animal look like? I haven't seen one in a long time. What's a balloon animal look like? Geez, man, it's like there's definitely a There's definitely like there's a subtlety to balloon animals. Oh yes, because like they're all tied off at the different ends. Okay, so that's probably how to do it. Here's the thing I've noticed with artists. I think artists, they're very good at developing like a mental of simulating. They simulate different things in their mind. Like they can come up with like like in their head a simulation of what a balloon animal would actually look like, and then from that, you could say, "Well, what are you talking about?" It's like, okay, um, what I mean is like they kind of model how the physics works. They model kind of like, okay, well, like what are all the core components? Like I think when you look at a balloon animal, you just see the entire shape. But an artist would say like, okay, what about these little connection joints, right? Well, how would this even work? Like, are you tying like three separate balloons together, or is this all one shape? And the artist needs to think through all these things because uh, if you don't, like, you're gonna get to a point you can't BS like art. Like if you get to the point where you need to draw the leg, like it's either gonna be bent that way or it's gonna be bent that way. And if it's bent the wrong way, it's gonna look weird. And you can't fake it. You know, you can fake it by not drawing as detailed. Like like I draw a face like this. And it's like, oh, that's cute, it's cute. But it's like that's that's not um that's not David. What Mike was it Michelangelo's David or was it Da Vinci? I don't know. You know, it's not like a Renaissance painting, but you know what it looks like, right? You understand that those are feet and that's a face. But it's like that took no effort, right? And you could say, well, no, but all the things are there. It's like no, it's just kind of a very very non-detailed way of doing it. And if I were to like this isn't even detailed either. It's like, you know, so I think the higher like an artistic skill you have in terms of just technical skill, the more you need to be able to model the thing in your head, and like really know what's going on. Like the best artists, and you could say, well, what are you talking about? It's like I've studied this. The best artists, I would say, came from like the Baroque period, or I think it was the Baroque period. And there's two B's. I think it was like the second period that starts with a B. But that period was kind of the big thing that happened in that period was they got very good at drawing with light. They got really good at uh, at understanding how light worked, and because of that, you have like the coolest paintings you'll ever see. Like if you ever think of like this is incredible art, probably comes from like the Baroque period, I think, because they just had such a mastery of light. Um, so it's like I don't know. Anyway, that's what artists do. They simulate things in their head. Now, WME. How do we do? What's the WME? Weapon of mass evisceration. That's a balloon. That looks like a balloon animal, I think. It looks a balloon animal. Bunny eating a strawberry. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Fucking hell. I'm gonna come to your house and you're I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna look like a bunny eating a strawberry, but in a very messy way. Hold on, I got to think about how a strawberry looks because bunnies especially are I'm not good at bunnies. I like bunnies, but I don't know how to draw them. WME. Um, Wumbo. Wumbo of um, mass. Help me come up with an E, but we're gonna draw a bunny eating a strawberry right now. Hey babe, I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm drawing a bunny eating a strawberry right now. By the way, here's how you draw bunnies. Cats have a triangle facing down. Bunnies have a triangle facing up, from my understanding. And they got big floopy ears. Bunnies, man, sometimes I just forget some animals exist, man. Like, I know that they exist, but they're not in my short-term memory. Like some animals are just like, you forget they exist for a bit. Um uh I just thought of a funny sound effect here. You know that actually, should I even say this? There's a Peter Griffin sound effect where Peter Griffin is talking to Lois, and he says something that's very kind of off-brand, even for Family Guy. I don't really know the origin of it. Maybe it's maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was a voice actor. Maybe I don't think it was AI. I think this came before AI. But anyway, he says something to Lois, and I feel like it would be very funny to put that over this. Actually, how does a rabbit leg work? Rabbit leg is kind of like a frog leg because they both jump, I think. But they got like big old pad feet. Big old pad feet. And we gotta. Oh gosh, this looks really unhinged. Um, Man, I'm gonna have to end this, man. I want to go to sleep. I had to go to sleep like, bro. We've been doing this for over 66 minutes. 66 minutes. How's this, bro? Okay, see, this is the thing I'm talking about. As an artist, you need to be able to simulate how the bunny looks. You need to know how, like, what all the parts are and how it all works. I know this, right? I know that because I basically just took that from how a frog works. I know that because bunnies have cottontails. But this part, man, does it go like, here's the thing. The leg could go down like that. It could just be a straight line down like that. It could be that. It could be that. Jeez, I don't know. I would assume maybe it's like something like that, but it's like, ooh. But the thing is, here's the thing. This is a cop. Like, the word I was trying to look for earlier was a cop out. What I did is just a cop out because, oh, maybe I messed it up though. Um, because I didn't really commit to a form. I just kind of drew something that kind of would work, I guess. Um, and man, ugh. Yeah, it is. That's the worst bunny I've ever seen. Okay, well, whatever. Maybe I shouldn't be lecturing art when I can't draw this bunny. But actually, no, because it made sense. It makes sense because look, I don't think that looks very good because I don't know how to draw that part. But I simulated everything else out basically okay, I think. Um, I got to draw a snail too. The snail is also coming. Um, cause, dude, what's a strawberry without a snail trying to eat the strawberry? I mean, come on. Like, are we actually in the big leagues if we don't include a snail also coming toward the strawberry? What should the caption be? There's got to be, you know, sometimes you need a caption, sometimes you don't. Maybe this. There. This is I kind of like this. There, battle will be legend. It'd be funny if I spelled dairy like dairy products. That'd be funny. But it's actually spelled dairy as in Dairy. Anyway. Fucking dude, I don't know, man. I don't even know what we're doing. What is this? What is this brand? There comes to mind a quote from, who was it? Lenin. Sometimes in some decades, uh, in some weeks. Wait, shoot. How does this work? In some live streams, um, some decades, years pass. Some days, years pass, and some decades, days pass. Something like that. I don't know. Um, that definitely rings true with this live stream. Jeez, man. Oh man. Gosh. All right. I think we're gonna have to end it there. You guys are great. These are great ideas. Really great ideas. I love this. This was a fun one. But if you guys like this stuff, check out tomorrow's. I think we're gonna do more of this stuff tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Also, I'm selling a book. Pre-sales are out now. I'm only gonna buy a couple of these books, and once they're sold out, I'm not selling them again. So this is my first book, first actual. I'm signing all the copies. Like this is big. Like it's a huge book. It's got like 400 plus comics in them, like high quality comics. This took probably like literally thousands of hours of my time to make, but it's gonna be a great book. So order it now before like they get sold out because I'm not gonna sell a lot of them. But yeah, check out my website goosenov.com, and it was nice talking with y'all. We got to do this. We're gonna do this again tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, dude, this was fun. Um, I shall see you guys in the next one. All right, peace out. See ya.